Well, hello, we're here for another Machines in Motion TV interview, and today we're talking to Tom and Dees. And you have a very unique vehicle here. Is this your first year at Cruising the Coast?
Not my first year here, but the first year for the bus.
All right, and so this bus, what can you tell me about it? What did it take to get this from the day you bought it to where it is right now?
9 months of hard labor.
So you just made this like...
This is my project.
That's your project, all right. So
every morning I'd go down to the shop from the house about 7 o'clock, about 5 o'clock in the afternoon I'd go back to the house. 6 days a week working on this bus. It took me exactly 9 months to do it.
I've actually gone through projects like that, so I know you're not jerking my chain.
Yeah.
But I heard someone saying it's a 57.
57 Chevrolet. Actually, it's a 3/4 ton truck that it was actually built on. But it's got a car front end under it now. The front end came out from under 86 Caprice Classic.
Man, those cars must be pretty heavy duty.
They are. They are. That's the reason I chose it, because I got disc brakes and and everything.
So, in all the times that you've been going since you've started doing car shows here, there, everywhere, what is your favorite vehicle so far?
57 Chevrolet.
Right here.
No, I got
another one. Okay.
I got a 57 two-door hardtop. It's better than it was the day it come out of the factory.
I'm going to tell you, the reason I even asked that is I have come down here in quite a few different cars, and some of them are really insane vehicles. And we came down in a beat-up old bus one time, and I was able to load it up with a few of my friends, and we decided from then on we didn't bring nothing but the bus. We're going down the road, and at night you're going 1/2 of a mile per hour, and everybody's on the side of the road cheering, and you could all be waving and acting crazy. But have you got anybody with you, or are you just riding this thing by yourself?
My wife, I had to send her to work this morning. Somebody got to pay for all these places.
Yeah, that's right.
I sent her to
Can't
work
be you.
Sent her to work this morning. She's gonna come down this afternoon when she gets off.
And I'm going to confess something to you. You said, "Come here, I want you to see this. This is the most important part." And so you showed me the engine, and I went, "Yeah, that is really cool." And I walked off, and I heard another man go, "A V10?" I didn't even notice that. I was just like, well, it looks nice. It fits.
It fits.
So where'd you get the engine from?
I bought it down at Moultrie, Georgia, at a swap meet.
Really? It was just an engine on its own? You didn't have to pull it out of a car?
No, engine and transmission.
And
then I went back down there and I bought the air cleaner, I bought the oil cooler, I bought all the dash gauges, I bought the whole wiring harness.
So what came first, the engine or the bus?
The engine. So
you had the engine, and then in your head, you're struggling to figure out what you're going to put that in.
No, I had it figured out what I was going to put it in. I had a 53 Dodge station wagon. And when I got it home, it was too big to go in the Dodge station wagon. I was going to have to move the dash back about 7 inches. I said, I'm not chopping up a good car for that.
Right, that's right. I
so I went and bought a 53 Buick with a straight 8 in.
I mean, obviously nothing out here is reasonable, but there are things that are more reasonable than others.
Yeah. So I decided I'd put it in the Buick. And one morning I was just fiddling around the house. I jumped on the internet, went to Craigslist, Atlanta, Georgia. Third picture come up with this. And there was a telephone number down there. So I grabbed the telephone up immediately. And I asked the man, "If you got anybody else looking at it?" He said, "Yeah, a fella's supposed to come by here the next day or so and look at it." I said, "What would it take to buy it?" He said, $4,500. I said, "Would you take 35? He said, "No, sir, I will not."
But when the other guy didn't show up.
No, I didn't let the other guy show up. I said, "If you'll take $4,500 and trust me over the telephone, I want the bus." He says, "You tell me you want it, it's yours. It'll be sitting here when you get here." Because it's about 3 days before I could gather up enough stuff to go to South Carolina to get it.
Yeah, you didn't drive it home.
No. No. It was.
You know, I was just kidding, right?
It wasn't in driving condition.
Well, we just looked at some pictures of the bus, and the bus is, for what it is, a 57 Chevy School Bus. There's not many of those that can just sit off in a field somewhere for 20 years or so and not just cave in. Right. So this was in pretty good shape. But you showed me some of the repairs you made, and did you do all the work yourself?
Every bit of it. But See, on this particular bus, it came out of New Mexico, so it come out of a dry climate. I don't know how it got over to South Carolina.
Oh yeah, moving a bus from the West Coast to the East Coast is a pretty big deal.
It cost somebody something.
You must have a really huge paint booth to get this thing, the whole thing painted.
I do.
And where is your paint booth?
Right. This will be a good spot right here.
You're not telling me you painted this outdoors?
Outdoors.
I walked around it and it's shiny everywhere. Maybe you know something that I don't know, but it looks flawless. It looks like a flawless paint job.
It's not flawless. It's got its flaws, but they're not real evident. But it was painted with an airless sprayer. Outside.
Yeah,
right in front of my shop.
For anybody that doesn't know, that's not for painting cars.
It's not for painting cars. It's an industrial painter, but we painted it right out in front of my shop. If you don't believe my story, just come down to my house and you see the whole ground around there is yellow.
Yeah, well, this thing here is obviously ready for the road. You could drive it like this for the rest of your life, never do a thing to it. But I know from experience that you probably have other plans.
Not really.
No flames.
No.
None of that stuff. You're not going to turn it into a motor home.
No, I may sleep in it one night. That's the way I built them seats in the back, so I can lay a piece of plywood down between those two seats. And I got a queen size air mattress.
You're not going to believe me, but I actually did that on my bus too.
I can stay one night and I might get to smelling bad if I stay too many nights, but I had to go to the motel the second night probably. But
well, we really, I enjoy it, and you're going to get a lot of, you know, one of the cool things about having a hot rod isn't going to car shows, it's going to grocery stores. Because when you're in a car show, everybody's there, you're kind of in competition. When you're at the grocery store, you're the only one that people's going to be looking at. But when you come to Cruising the Coast and this, it's a different thing. You know, I guarantee you, if you could park in a parking lot full of regular 57 Chevys, and this is the one that's going to have the crowd around it.
Well, I built a rat rod. Built every piece of it. I built the body, I built the frame, I built every piece of it. And it got more attention. I'd go to big car shows where the fancy cars was. Folks walk right by them fancy cars to look at that rat rod. I know you're not going to believe this. When I got this bus, every light on it worked.
Oh, really?
Every light. The wires was cut off in the side there. And I attached a piece of wire to them and stuck it to a battery, and every light.
Oh, so it didn't work from the dash. It just worked. They just were functional.
The dash was completely gone.
Right. Okay. Well, man, that's another interest, because I, you know, having experience with a bus that was like an '81 bus, not a single light worked. The dash didn't work. When we brought the thing home, the one I brought it home from Florida, so I drove it about 150 miles. And you know, that bus is gigantic.
Right.
It just, so you can't stick your arm out. No one's going to even see it. But it had one of them little stop sign things there, and the lever was hanging in the bus, and I'd say, I'm stopping, and my wife would pull that lever, and the stop sign would come out, and fortunately, no cops pulled us over.
But this was air operated.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Original air operated?
No. This come off a later model bus.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Every glass in this bus was broken when I bought it. Every glass. And I got 2 or 3 other old buses sitting at the house, old long buses, and I took the side windows out of another bus to fit it.
Well, when I went down to get the glass made for mine, I told the man, just regular old window panes. And you know what he told me? He says, well, this is going in a bus? I said, yeah. And he goes, I can't do it. It's illegal. I said, well, the bus is a shed. It's in my yard on blocks. He goes, oh, okay.
Yeah, he can do that. This is the sandwich glass, the safety glass.
Right,
But I had all the other windows cut to go in it. Just so happened all of them were flat.
Yeah, even the windshield's flat on this.
Everything's flat.
Yeah, and that is a big deal, man. I've chopped tops on a couple of vehicles, and it is a nightmare getting over. Yeah,
that's the reason I hadn't got into that.
Yeah, well, it was sure nice talking to you, and we hope to see you around during cruising, and hope to see you back next year.
I'll be back.
Okay.
I usually try to build me something new to come back in every year.
Sounds good.